Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. Way too far to the left, Obama's Homeland Security Secretary skewers Democrats on immigration. Former Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson cautioned Democrats on pivoting too far to the left on immigration issues, warning that it could cost them in the 2020 election. Quote, "Look, most Americans want to be fair and treated in a humane way. Those who have migrated here, who are desperate, who are fleeing really bad conditions, we want to take care of those dreamers. But the Americans also want secure borders. They want to get control of illegal migration." Johnson, who served as DHS Secretary during the Obama administration, said Wednesday on MSNBC Morning Joe. Quote, "So when you talk about deprioritizing the deportation of those apprehended at the border or decriminalizing illegal immigration, I know that we're going way too far to the left of the American consensus on where we should be on this. And you just cannot have a policy where a border patrol agent arrests someone at the border and says, in effect, you get to stay here unless you commit a crime," Johnson continued. Johnson identified himself as a loyal Democrat who wants to see his party win in the next election, but he suggests that the positions taken by many Democrats and presidential contenders do not appeal to a wide consensus of Americans. That's absolutely true. Most people want secure borders. They don't want anybody just running into our country. The article goes on to say that the comments were a sharp rebuke to the leftward swing seen by Democrats' presidential candidates. Many of the candidates vying to oust President Donald Trump has espoused support for decriminalizing illegal entry into the U.S. Nearly all of the presidential candidates participating at the second debate in July, for example, raised their hand when asked if they supported such a policy change. Former HUD Secretary Julian Castro, in particular, not only wants to see illegal entry decriminalized, but he also wants to decriminalize illegal re-entry, a crime that is punishable by at least 2 years in prison. Johnson had already criticized the idea publicly, saying it was a tantamount to having open borders, which it was. Quote, "That's just simply incentivizes more illegal immigration. We lose control of our borders. In the same vein, by taking a formal step of decriminalizing illegal migration, what we're saying as a country or society is we're prepared to see a lot more of this," Johnson said Wednesday. Quote, "When you decriminalize something, it's because society is prepared to see that the behavior perhaps regulated, but in mass." I don't think that's where the American people are. And I've been very surprised by Jay Johnson lately. He's been coming out, speaking out against the open border policies that the far leftists are trying to push. So if leftists better take note of this, Democrats better take note of this. If y'all trying to defeat Trump in the 2020 election, they're gonna have to move a little bit further towards the center, because most Americans agree that they want secure borders, like Jay Johnson was saying. But let me know what you think. Do you think that open borders is the way to go, or do you think we should secure our borders like the Constitution states? Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Until next time. We live in a really nightmare. We live in a really nightmare.